The following program may contain elements not suitable for all ages. Performances are conducted by trained professionals. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, fans, to another episode of NEW Evolved. And you could see in one of our recent episodes when it all came crumbling down for family business and the thoroughbred Blake Maxwell, as the wrestling machine Tyson Dux was finally able to capture the NEW World Heavyweight Championship. And moving right on from that, today on NEW Evolved, he has a stiff challenge in the Maverick, Matt Wheeler. Certainly, this is going to be the biggest matchup of the Maverick's career. Will the Maverick be able to come out on top, or will the experience of the wrestling machine prove to be too much? Stay tuned as we have this exciting matchup up next on NEW Evolved. Alright, Travis, here we go on NEW Evolved. Maverick Matt Wheeler has the biggest opportunity of his career.
Well, it certainly is the biggest opportunity. There's probably no more technical, more prestigious wrestling champion in the history of New Evolution Wrestling than Tyson Dux. He's a world-traveled professional wrestler, and Matt Wheeler might be in over his head, but his quickness might be able to help him out there a little bit.
Certainly the Maverick, no stranger to big matchups here in New Evolution Wrestling, but this one certainly has to be the biggest in his career to date. This is, for one, I'm looking forward to this, Travis. This is going to be an exciting matchup as we see the two lock up.
Tyson Dux locks up with Matt Wheeler there, and you see a little bit of a size difference. Matt Wheeler is quick, though. We'll see what happens here. Tyson Dux is on his opponent right from the get-go, and this is how Tyson has become so successful.
Definitely aggressive, doesn't give his opponent any time to move, or make a move for that matter, in the matchup.
As we see the referee in position here to make sure that wasn't a choke. And Matt Wheeler with a little bit of quickness there, trying to get one up on the wily veteran here, but Tyson Dux managed to fend him off using the ropes here, pushing him back to the ropes, and it forces a break.
Such an intimate atmosphere here in the Dildo Lions Community Centre, and they are witnessing an absolutely fantastic matchup, sure to be.
I would love to be there live in the audience right now, but right here on this screen and this monitor, it's just as good. As we see Tyson Dux with grappling that leg there, and Matt Wheeler's trying to reach for the ropes, and the referee's in position to see if he can get the ropes.
And the Mavericks, he's going to have to do everything he can, Travis, to try and keep this one in his control.
Matt Wheeler trying to head scissors, trying to do everything he can possibly do. Matt Wheeler got him in an arm bar, and Tyson Dux reverses it again. This is some great mat wrestling here.
Maverick Matt Wheeler able to escape there, barely.
Matt Wheeler looks like he's kind of been up to the challenge thus far. He had a little bit of technical skill there
he's a little bit frustrated.
Use very often.
That's something he can't do. You can see the frustration there as he moves around the ring, and that's something that's not going to help him in this matchup. He needs to maintain a calm, cool, and collected demeanor.
Yeah, well, I tell you, he might as well do that, because I know Tyson Dux is developing quite the mean streak here lately.
Certainly, ever since he's won the NEW World Heavyweight Championship, you can't help but notice a little bit of a change in the attitude of the wrestling machine.
Well, you know, he is a prestigious athlete. He does have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. I suppose that's par for the course. We'll see that if that's where we're going to go with this now. As Tyson Dux seems to get the upper hand here. Yet again, as he takes Matt down to the canvas. And Matt with a reversal once again here, using his quickness to his advantage.
Maverick Matt Wheeler hanging in there with the wrestling machine thus far, and Dux goes to the ropes for a break, Travis, and the referee obliges, separates these two men once again.
But Tyson Dux is ever so smart. He knows where those ropes are to at all times. Make no mistake, if you give him the opportunity to use them to break a hole, he will absolutely do it.
And once again, Duke's able to maintain a firm grasp on Matt Wheeler here. He is all over him thus far, just outworking him in the ring.
Well, absolutely. You see Tyson Dux here has his arm wrenched back, and the referee is in position there to see if there's anything illegal going on.
And fans, we'll be right back with more of this big NEW World Heavyweight title match after these messages. Stay tuned. All right, Travis, we're back here on NEW Evolved, and still all throughout the commercial break, the wrestling machine Tyson Dux maintains a stranglehold on this contest.
Well, this is typical of Tyson Dux. Wear your opponent down, grapple him, don't give him a chance to get a breath of fresh air whatsoever.
Certainly Dux is doing that thus far, as he has got the Maverick just not able to maintain any form of competitive offense thus far in this matchup.
That's smart on the part of Tyson Dux. You see Matt Wheeler trying to get his quickness, but reversal by Matt Wheeler. Matt ducks under.
And that's not a smart move there. As much as I love the Maverick Matt Wheeler taking time to gloat and showboat for the fans and Vera Vyne at ringside, that's not going to win you the championship here today on NEW Evolved.
I happen to agree with you, Todd Lickers. It's a rare time indeed for us to agree, but 100% you cannot take Tyson Dux lightly here. As we see Matt Wheeler with a headlock, Tyson Dux runs him off the ropes here. Let's see what's going to happen. And they both run into each other.
Right back into that aggressive lockup there, and you can see Dux has him on the ropes. Big swing and a miss and a poke to the eye by the Maverick. Definitely doing whatever it takes. And you can see here, Travis.
I'm going to roll up in 1, 2.
And finally a bit of offense from the Maverick Matt Wheeler, but not. Oh, and a big reversal, Travis, once again.
And he has him in a side headlock takeover here. And the referee once again in position to make sure that that's a legal hold. And you'll see if his shoulders are pinned to the mat. And Tyson Dux is slowly making his way back here. And as you can see, Matt Wheeler's trying to get a hold of this match and take control. But Tyson Dux seems to have the size advantage, and we'll see if Matt Wheeler can hang on to this or not.
Matt Wheeler certainly looking to prove himself here today. For years been a workhorse in New Evolution Wrestling. Finally looking for an opportunity.
Well, a couple of times Matt Wheeler had the opportunity to use his quickness to his advantage, and it seemed to work, but Tyson Dux got right back on him. As you see, Matt with a quick reversal there and a kick to the face. Didn't look like he got all of it, but just enough to give an opportunity for Matt to get back on top of him. And Matt tried to suplex a Tyson Dux that's much bigger than him in size, and that seems like an unenviable task. You see Tyson Dux fighting him off here.
Dux blocks it every time, picks him up, and look at Matt Wheeler.
1, 2. And Matt puts a headlock back on Tyson Dux again and rolls him over. And in the referee right position, Tyson Dux struggling to try to get out of this.
It's right back to basics for Maverick Matt Wheeler. This seems to be working, the combination of a flurry of offense and then slowing things down once he gets a little bit of an upper hand in an effort to wear down the champion as the match goes on.
Matt Wheeler off the ropes, and Tyson Dux ducks under. Tyson Dux with clothesline attempts, or back elbow attempt, and missed that. Picks Matt Wheeler up and just slingshots him off the ropes. That's not a very nice move for a technical wrestler.
It's a beautiful stun gun there from the champ. And that might be enough to put Wheels away, but once again you see Dukes go back to that side headlock and Wheeler shoots him off. And this time there's no standing up to the champ. He mows down the Maverick Matt Wheeler.
Tyson Dux with a vicious body slam, and he follows it right back up again. He's just staying on Matt Wheeler as he throws Matt Wheeler into the ropes and goes right back after him with a chop across the chest.
You heard that one echo through the Dildo Lions Community Centre here as he dumps the Maverick Matt Wheeler to the floor.
Well, this is a special contest for a limited amount of people in the Dildo Lions Club here. I'd say there's about 60 or 70 people tops, and they are all being entertained. And I'm at the envy of them right now because they got the best seat in the house.
You see here on the outside the champ and the Maverick taking it to the floor. And what's this going to be here, Travis? I guess he's making Maverick take a seat in the crowd.
As we see Matt Wheeler looks to be a little bit worse for the wear here. Tyson Dux goes in to break up the count in the ring, and he sees Vera Vyne and walks right past her, and I don't know what's going to happen. She might get up to no good too. She's not trustworthy. We'll see what happens here.
Devastating chop and a crash to the floor by the Maverick Matt Wheeler, and you could see that took it all out of him. The fans will be back with more of this exciting match on NEW Evolved. And Travis, we're back, and the action's still on the outside as you see Dukes making his way around the ring, and a devastating jumping knee by the Maverick Matt Wheeler that rocks the champion.
Well, that was that quickness I was talking about, and the minute you give Matt Wheeler an opportunity, he's going to use that quickness to take advantage. So Matt Wheeler with a sweet drop kick over the pin here. The referee position 1, 2, and we almost had a new heavyweight champion. Could you imagine if Matt Wheeler beat Tyson Dux here in Dildo Newfoundland?
Certainly would be a big upset, and you see that big knee on the outside rock the champ, and then he followed it up with a beautiful drop kick, but it wasn't enough to put the champ away.
Tyson Dux with a side suplex.
That was absolutely devastating, high and tight, and you can see the effect it had on the Maverick Matt Wheeler. He is writhing on the mat.
Well, Matt's slow to get back to his feet, and Tyson Dux is up and looks to be ready to go.
Certainly a new attitude from the champ since he claimed the gold. Seems to be developing a bit of an edge.
Well, I mean, he has to have his backup, right? Everybody's gunning for him right now, so maybe that's where the change is coming from.
Personally, I applaud this change. I think Dukes is a fantastic athlete. I'm very, very happy that he's representing New Evolution Wrestling with that title. So a little change in attitude, I don't have a problem with that at all.
But Tyson Dux was stomped right to the back of Matt Wheeler, and Matt's holding his back here. That's going to slow him down a bit. Tyson Dux needs to stay on him.
And I mean, let's be honest, are you really going to care what the people at Dildo think of you?
Well, that's not fair. There's some good people here in this audience. Be nice to our fans for a change. As we see Tyson Dux staying on Matt Wheeler here again, and Matt just hanging on to the ropes. Matt Wheeler off the ropes here. A back elbow from Tyson Dux. Tyson Dux looks like he might go for the pin here. The referee position 1, 2.
Only a 2 count. The champ not able to put the Maverick away yet. But you can see, certainly the Maverick Matt Wheeler, you can tell this contest is taking its toll on him here. As he struggles to catch his breath on the canvas there, Travis.
100%, but you can also see the factor that the resiliency as he keeps the fight back here. against one of the best in the world. He's not letting up. He's going to make sure if this is his only opportunity, it's going to go down as a good one.
A devastating shot by the champ. You can see absolutely rock the Maverick.
As Matt Wheeler gets thrown in the corner by Tyson Dux. And as we can see, he's not being handled with any type of grace here by the NEW heavyweight champion, that's for sure.
He is being ragdolled by the champ, and you can see the Maverick. This is certainly something that's new for him, to be thrown around like this, absolutely waylaid all contest. But he's putting up absolute valiant effort, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, Travis, to take care of the champ, especially with this new attitude.
Well, the referee just went over to check on Matt Wheeler. Matt Wheeler says he's good to keep going there. It's good that the referee was in there to make sure Matt can continue, because that was a brutal set of shots in the corner, as you see Matt back under the pressures of Tyson Dux, who has him back dead center of the ring here. And the referee's trying to get in there and check to see if there's a choke. As you see our cameraman a little bit out of position here. We go right back. And look at that. Look how tight that is. Matt Wheeler hardly able to breathe as the referee keeps checking here. And listen, the fans of Dildo are trying to get behind Matt Wheeler here. Matt Wheeler trying to get back to his feet. Tyson Dux almost brings him back to his feet just to try to inflict more damage. That might not have been a good idea, as Matt Wheeler is trying to reversal here, use his quickness. And Tyson Dux just...
What a beautiful counter by the champ. That was absolutely beautiful, and all over the leg, and a big chop.
And 1, 2...
Tyson Dux is holding absolutely nothing back here today. He is all over the Maverick.
Matt Wheeler just kicked out again. And how many times has he been pummeled in the corner and suplexed? And you name what's happened to him in this match, and he still managed to kick out.
He's certainly putting up a fight here today on Evolved, but is it going to be enough to capture the top prize in New Evolution Wrestling? I don't know about that. And you see Dukes jaw-jacking with Vera Vyne and the fans outside the ring. He is absolutely all over Maverick Matt Wheeler.
Well, Tyson Dux needs to keep his head in the game, because Vera Vyne, she can get someone's head out of the game pretty quick. We've seen that a time or two here.
This referee needs to get in there. I think his man bun's a little bit too tight.
I think it looks just fine to me.
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know where you find these referees, Kenny. We'll be back with the conclusion of this big NEW World Heavyweight title match after the break. Stay tuned.
This is CWE champion Hotshot Danny Duggan, the leader of Team Jacked and Fanny Packed, and you are watching New Evolution Wrestling.
Follow NEW on Facebook at New Evolution Wrestling NL. Follow us on Twitter at NEW Wrestling NL. Find all our matches right here at New Evolution Wrestling on YouTube.
Fans, we're back with this exciting NEW World Heavyweight title match, and you can see the champ has Maverick Matt Wheeler up on the ropes there.
Matt Wheeler with a reversal and a kick to the side of the face. Matt's climbing back up here. This is where Matt is in his element. High-risk maneuvers, flying quickness, as we see a hurricanrana from the top, and Tyson Dux reverses it. 1, 2.
What a beautiful top rope hurricanrana into the reversal by the champ there. Not enough. Maverick blocks it. He learned his lesson from earlier, and a big Paradise backbreaker.
Well, Matt Wheeler needs to get on top of his opponent here right now. What's he calling for?
He's going up top once again.
I don't know. I think he should have went for the pin right there, but we'll see what happens. Tyson Dux is getting back to his feet here, and he's climbing the ropes. This is not where Matt Wheeler wants to be right now. That was brutal. What a devastating suplex.
What a devastating suplex from the middle rope there, and you can see both men worse for wear now. This has been an absolute war, Travis, today here from Dildo Newfoundland. The NEW World Heavyweight title on the line, and who's going to come out on top?
I absolutely have no idea at this point, but you're talking worse for the wear. Look at the concern on the face of Vera Vyne outside, who's trying to get Matt Wheeler back into this, as we see Tyson Dux also trying to get back to his feet.
Both men are spent. They've been going hard for about 20 minutes now.
And Tyson Dux with a reversal. He tried for a suplex, didn't quite get it. Just some hard blows to the back. Tyson Dux runs in, hits Matt Wheeler in the corner. And Matt Wheeler reversal and a kick to the face, and Tyson Dux falls back into the corner.
That was a beautiful super kick, and Wheels has to take advantage here.
And here's Matt Wheeler using his quickness to his advantage yet again. And Tyson Dux just fending him off with fists and headbutts and grueling punches.
Devastating. Look at that headbutt after headbutt, Travis. And a big scoop slam.
Tyson Dux with a falling headbutt moved out of the way was Matt Wheeler. He saw that coming.
If he had to hit him with that headbutt there, that might have been it.
And Matt Wheeler with a few striking blows of his own, just trying to pummel Tyson Dux and ground and pound, put some of that force behind it.
He's laying it all on the line here, Travis.
He knows what's at
This is
stake.
his big chance.
Matt Wheeler with a kick is blocked by Tyson Dux, who follows up with a clothesline, and that was, oh my God, I can't believe how much that looked painful.
He nearly took his head off with that clothesline, Travis, and this has got to be it. You see Dukes, he's setting up for something here off the ropes, Travis. And what a super kick by the Maverick. Is he going to be able to pull it off, Travis?
Oh, a snap German suplex from Tyson Dux and Matt Wheeler. Matt Wheeler back with a knee to the face.
What an absolute war here today on Evolve. Back and forth, back and forth. Who is going to come out on top in this fantastic matchup?
I am shocked that this match is still ongoing. It's so competitive. Neither opponent has been able to one-up the other as of yet.
And that's uncalled for there. Like I was talking about earlier, Tyson Dux with a new edge. And Maverick Matt Wheeler's not going to like that one. And you see here,
Matt Wheeler with a roll-up. 1, 2. He almost had him.
almost had him there, Travis.
As I said, Tyson Dux need to stay on his game here. 1, 2. Oh, and Matt Wheeler with another roll-up after interference. 1, 2.
Oh, so close, Travis, once again.
I told you if Tyson Dux wasn't careful, she'd get him off his game. And now look what's happening. Oh, you don't put your hands on a lady. That's not cool.
Absolutely devastating. Oh my goodness, and Vera Vyne with a big shot. You don't mess with her. Vivacious Vera Vyne, known to take it to any person.
Oh! Matt Wheeler trying to take advantage of the situation. I can't believe what's going on here. I'm speechless. We see Tyson Dux just kicking Matt Wheeler's leg. It just got injured on that post. And what's going on here right now? Tyson Dux is just wrapping him up in a figure 4. Oh my God, what's going on? He taps out right away. Matt Wheeler's going to live to fight another day here. Tyson Dux, release the hold. You won. Release the hold.
He's just making sure that it's over before, you know.
This thing is over.
He needs to send a message. He's sending a message to the roster. This is a new Tyson Dux with a new attitude. And Matt Wheeler, he did lay it all on the line here today, and an absolutely breakout performance by the Maverick. One of the best matches I've seen him have in his career.
Well, this was the downfall of Matt Wheeler right here in the replays. You see a knee to the post on the outside and follow up, and it just opportunity knocked for Tyson Dux right here.
Certainly capitalizing on that opportunity, and right here, Travis.
How many times did that went the other way?
The current reigning and defending NEW heavyweight champion, still the wrestling machine Tyson Dux. And fans, we'll catch you next time with more NEW Evolve.
Reco Pizza, Torbay Road. Westside Charities, Kayla G. Travel. The Hub, Printing and Catering. JC's Entertainment.